welcome back to more Seduce the Otome. Wow, it's been a long time since I've actually touched this game. Just to be honest, because I don't know, I keep forgetting to mention it in all my other pre-uploaded videos and such. Is that I'm back in school again, so I don't have that much spare time to do these recordings. So I try to get as much pre-uploads as I can, just so that I don't delay in uploading at least once a week. I try to upload at least once a week. So yeah, if you guys don't kind of figure out my schedule, that's what I'm trying to aim for. So yeah, uploads may become slow, but I still have a lot of other uploads that are just ready to go. It's just a matter of just scheduling. So yeah, just a PSA I guess for this video. But anyways, back in this game again. Like I said, we got 3 girls left to do in terms of romancing, and then we get to go on to the extra stuff that's part of this game as well, because in the last episode we finished the last of the guys, which was Andrew, and that basically ended with his true ending, or true route, whatever you want to call it, where we stood up to our dad. We were like, Dad, I'm an independent woman, I got my shit together, and then let me do my own shit, and I don't want to run for the CEO, just let Andrew do it. So yeah, so Andrew ended up confessing to us after he took us out on a little date, and then at the end of it all, we got proposed to, and that's no surprise there. So yeah, that's how it ended, and that's how Andrew's ending ended. And I went back, obviously, because for Suzu's route, I said I would do Suzu next, out of the 3 girls first. And obviously her route just starts way in the beginning, way before, basically the start of the game. So I had to go back, had to reload a new game, and I realized that there was an update for this game where there's actually achievements this time. Yay! And when the achievement update was patching through and stuff like that, it didn't actually, unfortunately, it didn't update my gameplay and all my endings that I already gotten. So I was nitpicky, and I had to go back. You know what? I was like, yeah, I might as well just go back and replay all the routes and just get all my achieves. So far I've gotten all the achieves I've earned at this point. So yeah, that's all. So we are here, we are gonna do Suzu's route, and obviously I'm gonna skip on ahead on a shit ton of other things that I've already showed in the beginning of my first run through of this game. But first choice with Suzu here is obviously we are doing the project, and we gotta choose our company name. And obviously I chose, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I chose the Dragon Company the first time I played it. So you guys don't have to see this, so yeah. Dragon Company.
Oh yeah, Dragon Company it is.
And then we're gonna skip on ahead. We get to this choice again where classes ended, and we were just saying how Suzu just basically booked it out of the classroom so fast. So I think we both, I did say I wish I was fast as her getting out of here. So pretty much we disappoint Naomi and her little goody two-shoe ways. We are here in the cafeteria. A lot of skipping around here, you guys. I'm so sorry, but I've basically done all the previous 2 choices before in my first run through. But this time, however, the different choice that we're gonna make is we're actually gonna go with the Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger, because that's what Suzu ordered, and we're gonna do whatever Suzu does. So yeah, spicy chicken burger. Might as well go spicy today. Yep. So okay, I guess that's all the difference there is. Okay, whatever. I don't even know if that affects the route or not, but anyways, yeah. So we skipped a crap ton after the whole cafeteria. We got called down, and then that's when our grandfather died. We had to attend the funeral. We found out what his will was. Our dad got upset. Our dad slapped us, and then we went up to bed upset. And then Naomi and Suzu called us, and then we were talked until 1 a.m. and then we were going back to school again. And I think this choice was with the encounter with Lisette or something like that. I vaguely kind of remember, but Suzu was just kind of pointing out the fact that she was saying how Lisette's a total complete bitch, and I think something along the lines. I don't know. I totally forgot this part. But anyways, we're gonna go with Suzu's right, Naomi, because we're gonna romance Suzu. So yes, we're gonna agree with Suzu.
Of course, you would side with her.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm siding her on with.
See, at least she knows how to have fun.
I'm pretty sure it's just Suzu mocking Lisette, and then Naomi's just being like, you shouldn't do that, but we're like, fuck it.
I know how to have fun. You don't need to
me wild to have fun.
Yeah, whatever, Naomi. Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? It hasn't even been a day since you came back to school.
Oh, I think we already did this part. Okay, so this is all the same where we basically had to go and move out immediately to the house. So we're gonna skip on ahead then. Okay, we skipped a shit ton of stuff after heading towards the house with our dad. He dropped our asses off. We met the guys. It all just led up to the point of the housewarming party again. And instead of staying to help out with the guys, to romance the guys, we're gonna go out with Suzu and Naomi this time. But I already made, this is one of the other choices I already made in my first run through. So you can refer back to that if you haven't already. So we're gonna go out with Suzu and Naomi.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We skipped here to the second choice where we headed out, and I think the last time I chose, I still can't get over that Suzu because she eats like chili peppers as like fucking chips as a snack. So we were in disbelief and we said, "Yo, I can't. You're crazy." But then I feel like we need to be a little more on like her side. So we're gonna say, "You need to teach me Suzu."
You just need to eat spicy food all the time. You gotta tame your mouth.
Yeah, I figured, but I don't like spicy food either way. I can't handle it.
Tame your mouth? Really, Suzu?
Sounds difficult.
Anyways, after the mall, what do you want to do? We could go to the Pink Lady Cafe and chill out with Kay. I'm sure she'd love the company.
And this is the part where it's all the same, where we had to make a choice on where to go. So we're gonna skip on to the choice, and we're gonna say the arcade. But I already went to the arcade on my first Let's Play of this game in the beginning as well. So you guys can refer to the video again. Once again, like I'm not spending too much time on stuff that we have already seen, and like, you know, there's no point in me like watching it again because I already know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be me just reading the shit and not really like commenting, making all that many comments on it like the first time I've seen it. So yeah, let's just skip on ahead. Okay, so we basically skipped a shit ton of other stuff again after we came home from hanging out with Suzu and Naomi. We came back in time for the party, had the party, Malik showed up, and all the shenanigans happened, and I think I skipped on other choices where what was one of the choices? I know one of the important choices is that if you're not pursuing any of the guys, then you have to go to the office to find the spell book in order to defend yourself and make it out alive. So that's what I went and I did. And also when we made dinner or we made lunch, we didn't went out to go find one of the guys. Instead, we went back into our rooms. And obviously, if we do that, we get these choices here, as you can see. And we've already been to one of them. And I can only assume to go find Suzu's that we gotta go to the arcade. So let's do that. I'm gonna go to the arcade. So I arrived at the arcade, ready to spend some cash on some fun games. I didn't want to be stuck at home on a Sunday. Besides, the arcade always had something new to play no matter how often you came. Really. I began to wander the aisles of machines, scanning over them to find a good game to play. I had played a lot of games already with Suzu, so it was just a matter of finding a good one. What finally caught my attention was a crowd of people surrounding a group of machines. I bet it's Suzu there yet. I got closer and peeked through the crowd to see Suzu sitting in a racing game versus two players who were on the same machine behind Suzu. From the looks of it, Suzu was losing and that was causing her angered face. Haha.
You're going down!
Shut up!
Kiss my Italian ass!
Except I don't really like racing games. I'm not much of a racing game kind of person. I stifled a giggle watching Suzu remain playful under stress. She was adorable but feisty, truly a spicy Italian. I observed as Suzu finally caught up to her opponents and passed them with ease.
What the?
Haha.
Hurry it up!
Nah.
Later, losers!
The crowd began to cheer, watching Suzu beat out the guys and slide into first place as the lights and sound began to blare in celebration. The two jerks left the machine in a huff and Suzu stood up. Ha ha, ha ha, losers, scrubs.
Good game, everyone.
Slowly the crowd began to disperse, leaving me standing to applaud for Suzu alone. Suzu smiled as she finally saw me, walking over to me. What's up, girl?
Hey, what brings you here?
I'm bored. I didn't want to be stuck at home, so I came here. I needed to have some fun after yesterday. Yeah, it was stressful.
Yeah, man, I get you. Yesterday was full of tightwad business guys and Me and Naomi were pretty uncomfortable too.
Aw, that sucks. Yeah. Really? I'm really sorry about that. Suzu laughed and waved her hand in dismissal of it. Suzu laughed and waved her hand in dismissal of it. She then leaned against the racing game and put her hands in her pockets.
So what do you plan on doing here?
I really don't know. I just came here just 'cause, you know, romancing you. Let's play a game together. I just wanted to have some alone time and play some games. Let's obviously want to play some games together. Duh,
Oh,
let's do
really?
it.
What game do you think you could beat me at?
Anything. Bring it on, girl. I will drag you. I think we can do some major damage and beat our high scores in robot extermination. Ah, again, another shooter. Okay, fine, whatever. Suzu grinned from ear to ear, nodding before taking my hand and heading over to the machine in question. It was cute to see Suzu like this. She was always the adventurous type, and I love that side of her beyond anything. I guess that's what kept our friendship strong for so long. Eventually we did reach our large machine covered with images of robots disguised as animals, mascots, and blood. Charming. We took up our plastic guns and swiped our game cards across the credit slot, giving our credits to the game to play.
You take left, I take right?
Oh, come on, Chester. My dog. Okay. He's done having his little tantrum. Anyways, yeah, whatever. As usual, let's go. Let's shoot some ass. The game quickly started and we blasted our way through hordes of robots, landing more headshots than professional shooter tournament players. Oh, really? That good? Huh. Suzu and I had played this game so often it pretty much had become our go-to high score game. We always kept the top 5 spots on the leaderboard for ourselves. Ha. As we finished the first level though, we were stunned to see the new leaderboard at the loading screen. Who is it? What?
Someone took number 1?
Really? Shit. Aw, damn. Oh, hell no. 'Cause I'm supposed to be number 1, okay? That is my spot. Who the hell do you think you are? Get the hell out of here.
You maxed that level, right?
I guess. Suzu looked at me with a very familiar deadly look in her eyes. She was determined to regain number 1, so was I. I knew what this meant. No deaths, quick reloads, and consistent headshots and Easter egg points. Yeah. The whole experience itself ran 2 hours straight with the main game and its sequel programmed into the machine. Damn! You gotta stand there for 2 hours? Shit! Once you finish one, you immediately began the next until you reach the end of the second game. At least it had some cutscenes to take breaks in between. Damn. It'll be tough, but we got this. God, stand for 2 hours? God, I would be so tired. Suzu nodded before putting her game card in the breast pocket of her jacket and readying herself for the next level. I braced myself for a long game.
Hey Anderson, let's make this a little more fun. Whoever has the least amount of headshots has to treat the other to lunch.
Oh, fine, bring it. It's almost 2 p.m., Suzu. Yeah.
There's such a thing as late lunch.
Okay, fine, whatever, girl. Alright, you're on.
Second level. Start.
Okay, that's kinda creepy. And we were off. Virtual bullets began to fly across the screen, slamming into the heads of multiple robots and causing them to fall to the floor and die out. One by one, Suzu and I burned through the game like our lives depended on it. We eventually had a crowd form behind us, cheering us on and offering us food so that we wouldn't have to leave the machine. Most of them were guys who liked the girl-on-gun action, but some of them were actually excited bystanders, hoping that we would take back our high score. We snacked a bit, taking breaks between cutscenes and level changes, but we remained true to our goal. Eventually, we made it to the final boss, a giant black bear robot with red eyes and deadly attacks. I ain't afraid of no bear robot. What the hell?
Let's go, Anderson!
Okay, right behind you. The crowd behind us began to cheer as we began our final battle. Our legs were a little wobbly, but we were too into the game to care. All we cared about was the large red bar at the top of the screen slowly emptying with each bullet we fired into the boss's body. We only had a few shots left when someone called out.
You girls suck!
Excuse me? Who the fuck do you think you are? You need to sit the fuck down, son. Without missing a shot, Suzu and I replied at once.
You wish we did!
I would have swerved around and be like, what the fuck did you just say? You wanna fucking go? What? Before landing the final blow to our opponent, the death cutscene flashed and played on the screen, and the scream of the robot bear booming through the speakers. Susan and I weren't excited just yet. Is there a second phase, you know? We were waiting for the high score screen to appear. It was the final high score screen of the entire game, so it was the most important screen in our eyes, okay? Come on, come on. I win.
New high score.
I win though. The screen popped up revealing our code SCA as the #1 score in the game, knocking down our mysterious MAL opponent to 2nd place. Who the hell is... The crowd behind us went ballistic as Suzu and I hugged each other tightly in joy. It was like stepping over a major milestone despite it only being an arcade game. We did it! Woohoo! Yeah, I am the best. I am the best. The second stats screen came up, separating Suzu and I from our hug of delight. In matters of accuracy, I was better. However, Suzu had more kills and headshots, making her the winner of our little bet. Damn it.
Booyah! Free lunch!
Ah, fine. Haha, alright. Where to, boss?
I just want some drive-thru food. I've been eating way too many home-cooked meals, man. I need at least one unhealthy meal.
Okay, fine. Suzu's family was indeed an Italian family, but they were very self-conscious about their food. They were quite possibly the healthiest family I knew. Well, what's the matter with being a little healthy? Suzu and I left the arcade, occasionally stopping to be given praise or be asked a question about our gaming skills. We eventually headed out to the parking lot where a decently used Jade motorcycle sat with chains around its wheels. Wow, you drive a motorcycle? Damn. Suzu quickly took off the chains and took a seat on the bike, getting out 2 helmets, placing one on her own head and ushering me to sit behind her. You know, for an Italian, I thought you would drive like a Ferrari or something like that. I followed her gesture and made myself comfortable on the leather seat behind her, putting on one of the helmets and wrapping my arms around her waist. I had ridden with her on her motorcycle before, so this was nothing new to us. Suzu revved the engine and quickly sped out of the lot, driving into the streets towards a fast food joint.
Paradise Parlor sound good? I'd love some Paradise Nuggets and cheese fries.
What? I can't hear you! You need to speak louder! Yeah, sounds good! Okay, we went through the drive-thru and ordered meals for ourselves before heading to my home. Suzu parked in the front, watching me dismount from her bike.
Thanks for late lunch.
Which would probably count as dinner, but okay. It might as well be dinner now. Yeah, exactly. Suzu and I laughed. It was funny how time flew by. Anytime, see you want to stick around and eat together. You want to stick around? You want to stick around? Because that's the point.
Huh? Oh, nah, man. I gotta head back home and watch Francesca while my folks meet up with some bigwigs from the casino.
Oh, okay. Oh, the casino. Huh. Okay. See you in school then.
Thanks, though. See ya!
Alright, bye. If you say so. I waved at Suzu as she quickly headed out of the gates and back home. I smiled as I watched her go before heading back inside. Oh my god, don't tell me she's gonna be like, but wait! Suzu stuck around in my mind for a little longer than I expected, but I couldn't help but smile. No? Okay. oh yeah, because we didn't exactly get kidnapped yet. This is still like the events before that. Okay, so let's just skip on ahead. Okay, so like I said, the events that happened before with like the outing with Suzu happened before getting kidnapped. So we got kidnapped. We ended up fighting because we learned the spells, and the boys left because of that. And then Dinah showed up, and I ended up giving up the memories because there's no point in putting up a fight either. Like it would have been like stupid and like it wouldn't make sense either way. So and then like Andrew's route. Because we did that, we woke up the next morning, we were really chill because we don't remember shit about the guys. And yeah, I'm pretty sure instead of like Andrew texting us about shit, it's probably gonna be Suzu about it. It's probably gonna be Suzu. So yeah, I looked at my phone and saw a text I must have completely forgotten about.
Dude, are you okay? Did the drive home yesterday go okay with your dad?
Yeah. Yeah. Because the drive home was supposed to be that, our dad was supposed to pick us up, but then we got kidnapped. Yeah, right. Yeah. It's great. Yeah, I tried to remember, but for some reason, yesterday's event seemed blurry and almost blank. I remember going to school, dealing with that, and then going home. I don't remember how we're ever being picked up by him. I must have been, or else I wouldn't be safe at home. I rubbed my head, trying to shake out exhaustion. Damn studying. I sighed and texted back. Sorry, I forgot to text you back. Everything was fine. See you when you get here. Right. So I think we're gonna get a drive to school. We're gonna continue on the day where Hannah was just like, oh, I feel like something's missing and blah blah blah. Graduation's coming, blah blah blah. Oh, never mind. I skipped on ahead. I thought it was gonna be the same shit, but then it stopped here right when we got into the classroom. We were dazing and dozing off and shit. So yeah, Suzu seemed to be very tense, focused on her desk more so than usual. I was almost tempted to poke her and see what was wrong. My phone, though, vibrated in my pocket. Thank God I set it on vibrate before class. Yeah. I pulled out my phone and checked it. Seeing a text from Naomi, I began to text back, suddenly going into a text conversation. Wait, what's wrong?
Hey, do you know what's wrong with Suzu?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like hell I know.
Oh, I hope she's okay. She looks so stern.
Oh. Same here. Maybe she's just coming into terms with her feelings for me. I don't know. I looked over once again at Suzu. She was intensely scribbling in her notebook, almost obsessively so. The grip on her new-looking purple pencil was almost tight enough to bend it each stroke she made with it. Oh my god, is that the same purple pencil that's like possessed and that's Diana's been giving out for free? Shit, man.
Oh, by the way, did you hear?
No, what here? What?
Apparently, Suzu's family is really involved with the mob. My dad told me he saw Suzu's dad in court this morning with a big-time crime boss.
Oh shit. Well, damn, girl. Really? I couldn't believe it. Was Suzu okay? I looked over once more. Something made my heart slightly skip at seeing her again. I was worried, yes, but for some reason I felt a little sad. Suzu had always sworn up and down that her family had no relations with crime lords, yet this happened. Yeah, that must have sucked. It's like, yeah, my family's not involved. Like, Jesus, and then this happens. Why was this happening? I don't know. Ask her dad. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I accidentally skipped that shit. I'm just gonna replay this. Sorry, I kind of like skipped. Like I kind of hit the enter button a little too fast before reading this little paragraph here. So I went back. So you guys won't see it, but I went back to like get up to this point again. So I put my phone back into my pocket, ending the conversation. Hopefully Suzu would explain things to me soon. I was worried beyond belief about Suzu's position with her family. Yeah, damn girl. Time continued until the end of the class period. In that exact status, Suzu held her tense ground, focusing on nothing but the incoherent scribbles on her paper, while Naomi and I watched on in worry, not caring for the class we were in. As the bell rang, Suzu stood up suddenly.
I gotta go. See you guys later.
Oh shit, you gotta go to like your dad's court hearing? Damn. Oh shit. Suzu zipped out of class like she was fleeing the devil himself.
What just happened?
I'm pretty sure she's still really pissed because she had more faith in her family, but then they fucked up and they're like, yep. I don't know. Leave her alone, chase after her. I want to chase after her. Obviously. Let's chase after her. Let's do it. I needed to see what was wrong. Suzu was important to me and I needed to help her. I instantly grabbed my things and rushed out of the room.
Whoa! Where are you going? Hey!
I'm going after Suzu. I wasn't listening. I need to get to Suzu. Suzu, where did you go? The hall was full of students, which made spotting Suzu a little harder. I wish she was just a little taller. Hey! Suzu, where'd you go? I began to push through the crowd, trying to find a trace of her hair, her jacket, anything. I managed to get a glimpse of her green jacket, instinctively following it down the hall into a classroom. Suzu's class was the other way. Where was she going? Yeah, where you going, girl? I continued following and peeked into the classroom, seeing no one else in there except Suzu. What shocked me was seeing Suzu standing over an empty desk, slamming her fist onto the wood. I didn't know what to do. The world behind me in the hall went into slow motion as I stared at Suzu's back. She obviously wanted to be alone, but I wanted to help her and fix whatever was bothering her. Talk to me, Suzu! Talk to me! I couldn't leave her like this. I quietly stepped into the room and closed the door, making Suzu flinch and freeze up. Suzu? Suzu, girl. Suzu, talk to me. Suzu gasped before turning to me, a shocked expression on her face. Tears had painted her cheeks, which made my heart sink in my chest. Suzu, what's wrong? Well, other than the fact that her dad can potentially be going to jail, you know.
It's nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, it's all good. Suzu quickly rubbed her eyes and face, trying to cover her face and clean it of sadness. I pressed my lips together, not believing her. Suzu, talk to me. You were acting strange in history.
I was just listening to the lecture.
But you hardly listened in class, so that's strange. You were scribbling in your notebook. I was watching almost the entire class period.
I have bad handwriting.
Nah, that was true, but she wouldn't write notes about class. She didn't care much for class, unlike Naomi and me. Why was she lying to me? What was going on? What was making her so distraught? Suzu, whatever is troubling you, let me help you.
You can't help me, okay?
Now, how do you know that? What makes you think that? I stepped back, feeling the sudden anger in her voice. She covered her mouth, regretting what came out of it, and stared almost in pure fright at me. What? Suzu. I stepped towards her, not wanting to scare her, but wanting to be closer. Suzu didn't seem affected, so I continued to walk towards her. Eventually, we were only a desk away from each other. Tell me what happened! Suzu stared before letting out a shuddering sigh, nodding in defeat. I slowly took a seat in the desk in front of me, watching as she moved to stand in front of it.
I've been having some issues, okay?
Yeah, I figured. Issues about what? What about? Yeah.
I'm supposed to help out the casino after graduation.
But then you realize that it's, full of lies and, there'll be some black market dealing shit going on. Isn't that good? It's a job, so it'll pay.
Yeah, pay. In blood money.
Yep. What do you mean? Well, Hannah, do you not catch on? Family involved in mafia. Mafia is usually, all them shady business. Is something going on with the casino? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get the pleasure of being a true Italian.
Nah. What do you mean?
Well, my dad's always wanted to own a casino, but my dad's an immigrant and whatever, so language barriers kept him from doing that. Luckily, my mom's pure Chicagoan, and so she knows English. When they opened up the casino together, I thought it'd be a great experience.
Oh, or maybe her dad didn't intentionally get involved with the mafia, but since maybe the mafia just randomly showed up at the casino, got really pissed off and be like, hey, starting shit. But it wasn't, was it?
A couple of suits showed up to our house last night. Mafia suits. Claimed that we were under protection as part of the Capone family.
Oh, what? So they'd just be like, yo, you're part of the fam now. What? It's just dude, man, I just run the casino, man, and I'm Italian and all, but seriously, shit. No way, Suzu.
Look, I knew my family was a little messed up, but to be related to Capone was beyond crazy. My mother swore up and down that she had no relation to them, but apparently, through a marriage and a couple contracts, we're technically part of the family.
Yeah, I figured.
Even if it isn't true, they made my folks sign out a protection license.
Oh shit, that sucks. Well, it was crazy. Al Capone was the Chicago mobster was the Chicago mobster Robin Hood. Whoa, the Al Capone? Shit. God damn. But knew how to keep a family together. I never knew Suzu's family was so involved. Damn. With Suzu so protective of her family, it's no wonder she was upset. She preached so often that her family wasn't involved in things like that. Even Naomi defended her. I had to stop. This wasn't helping Suzu. I needed to help her feel better beyond anything else. So what happens to you? Yeah.
Nothing. We pay a part of our profit to the family, and we're protected. Protected my ass. It's bribe money to make sure we don't lose business or get bombed.
Yeah, oh damn. But that's so weird though. It's just yo, it's an Italian. We should just recruit him to our fam, forcibly, and then be like, yeah. So now is that usually how mobsters work? Is that how Italian mafias work? They just do that? They just claim territory? I guess that kind of makes sense, Kind of makes sense. I mean, I think I read up on somewhere that what was the Japanese? Oh, the Yakuzas, right? No, was it the Yakuza? Yeah, it's the Yakuzas. Yeah, the Yakuza kind of works in the same way where they have a territory and those who are living, in it, civilian-wise, I think, are under the protection of that family, but they also have to pay, their profit or their debt to the Yakuza family for that in exchange for the protection. Something, I don't know. I feel like I read that somewhere. I think it's kind of familiar. Anyway, Suzu stared down at the desk between us, her hands tightening into fists.
This is bullshit. I was gonna be normal. I was gonna be happy. I was gonna finally be normal enough to ask you out.
Oh, shit, girl. I felt like I was dreaming. What? She wanted to ask me out? Huh? When? How? When does this happen? What? God, Anna. Suzu covered her mouth and stared up at me as if she had slapped me and regretted moving her hand. I stared, lost in my own thoughts. So, you got a little girl crush on me. Hey. Suzu pounded the desk with her fist again. Hey, don't get mad.
Fuck! This is great! Just great! Just turn around.
Why? What? I stood and turned around, obeying her, lost in my own train of thought. I needed to do anything I could to help her. Subconsciously, I could hear Suzu grumbling to herself.
This is stupid. Stupid! You might as well go. I mean, this is...
feel so bad about yourself. God, girl. Suzu groaned. I could feel her mixed emotions radiate onto my back. I felt myself step forward, away from Suzu in reaction. I quickly, though Suzu grabbed hold of my vest, I froze, breaking from my own thoughts. Be like, shit. What?
I like you. I really do, okay?
Aw, thank you. I felt my heart flutter in flattery. Suzu, one of my best friends, liked me. I wasn't sure what to say. Liked me in that way. Suzu's grip on my vest tightened, pulling me slightly. I wanted to turn and hug her, but right now she needed to let her emotions out.
I like you, but I don't want to ask you out like this. I don't want people to think you're affiliated with the mafia, kid. This whole situation is just messed up and...
It's fine, whatever. The mafia kid. It's all good. I don't care. I felt my heart drop. She cared about me and wanted to protect me from her reputation. I was flattered, but at the same time, I was angry. She was my best friend and she liked me enough to confess her feelings to me despite her situation. What could I do? What could I say to her, though? I love you, too! I don't know. This was a huge deal for both her and me. She had been one of my best friends for the majority of my life, and here she was confessing to having a crush on me. It was surreal, yet it made me feel both strange and fluffy. Suzu sighed and let go of my vest. I turned around to see her run her fingers through her hair.
Look, I'm sorry. I guess I needed to vent. I feel better now.
That's good. I couldn't help but stare at Suzu longer. Was she not expecting me to say anything in return? A sentence bubbled in my stomach, forcing itself out of my mouth without filter. Go out with me. I'm glad you feel better. Obviously, go out with me. Do it. Go out with me. I did not know what came over me. I let it spill out. I liked her, though. I liked her a lot. She was badass and cute in her own special way. I loved that she was an individual and stayed true to herself no matter what Naomi and I did. Sure, she was a little aggressive, but that added to the charm. Suzu stared wide-eyed at me, blushing as red as could be. I was positive that if she blushed anymore, she would faint from all the blood rushing into her cheeks to color them that red.
Did you just...
Did I stutter? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I stepped forward and gently took Suzu's hand. I needed her to know how I felt. She poured her feelings out to me. It was more than fair to share mine with her. I really like you too. You're adorable and I love you. You're adorable and I love that about you. You're caring and fun and you have this sort of charm. Suzu, will you go out with me? Yeah. Suzu was completely red in the face, but her eyes started to water. Rogue tears dripped on the edges of her eyes as she almost glared at me.
What about...
I don't give a shit, girl. I don't care. We'll deal with it as it comes, but for now, I want to be with you, truly. Suzu stared before rushing at me and hugging me tightly, burying her face in my chest. I held her tightly, wanting to comfort her. I felt a small part of my heart filled with pure joy. I felt happy, like nothing was going to stand in our way. Except for a lawsuit. No, never mind. Kidding. I meant the lawsuit with her dad, because her dad might be arrested or some shit. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna be innocent in all of it. It'll work out. It'll be fine. Months went by since Suzu's confession. We were happy and eventually graduation came along. The rest of the story could almost be passed over. I graduated from school as one of the top 10 students of my class. My family was proud, even my dad. Maybe it was because I did my best in school. Maybe it was because I was finally a woman in his eyes. Suzu, my girlfriend, went to work at the casino right after school, learning both security and machine design. I guess her love for video games drew her interest into slot machines. Soon, she was able to fix broken or hacked machines within mere moments. I'm not much of a gambler, so I don't take interest in that. As for her family, they weren't afraid of protection they had, but they were cautious with every business meeting they held with bank big wigs. Okay. Suzu would often drag me to the arcade to blow off steam if something went wrong. So they're still having dealings with the mafia? I guess so. And, it's kind of hard to actually, break away from that. But what of my future? Well, it was Suzu's support I finally decided to stand up for myself after I graduated. Andrew and I presented our cases, and the board decided to have Andrew step into the CEO position of the Anderson Toys Company. Oh, okay. So my father was beyond shocked. I congratulated Andrew and went to the University of Chicago to get a degree while Andrew dedicated himself full-time to the company. Good for him. Andrew vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and help the company become an even grander company. Andrew had a large amount of heart, so it was easily accomplished. My grandfather would have been proud to see how Andrew helped to shine. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help Andrew build a company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Suzu was assured that she would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do. I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. Yeah. So one morning I woke up and took in all that had happened as if it were all a dream. My life seemed to fall perfectly into place. It was almost surreal. And of course, Dan is probably going to show up and be like, I'm just going to kiss you and then I'm going to leave you forever.
Is everything as you wanted, sweetie?
God. Hi. I sharply turned my head to see a woman dressed in a golden black gown staring at me with unnatural red eyes. For some reason, I felt as if she was familiar. I just couldn't place my finger on it, of course. Yeah. She twirled around a small purple pencil, smiling to me with a happy look. I, however, wasn't happy to have a sudden intruder. I still don't understand the purpose of the purple pencil. Is it like her way of spying on us or some shit? I don't even know. Who are you?
There's no need to worry about who I am. I just wanted to make sure you got what you desired. I didn't want to just leave you empty-handed.
Well, great. Yeah, thanks. What I desired? What? This was making no sense, yet in my heart I felt like it did. Something about her was making my heart both elated and angry, but I couldn't pin down why. How did she even appear in my room in the first place? Whoever you are, you need to leave. I will not hesitate to call the police.
Oh, I'm leaving, all right. I just wanted a small pick-me-up. Chasing down boys and bringing them home was a hard job and took a lot out of me.
Okay, cool. I felt something weak staring at the woman. I felt warm and fuzzy inside my body, and I wanted the woman to cure me. Why was I feeling this?
Would you mind if I steal a little kiss for the road? It'll be a long trek to where I'm going, and I need to make sure I have the energy to get there. It's only fair since I helped you get your little happy ending, no?
Shut up, you didn't do shit. I felt myself nod. What was I doing? The woman smiled before walking over, leaning over me, and kissing my cheek. I felt waves of energy deplete from my body through my cheek. I felt elated and confused, but I almost moaned at the feel of the kiss. Yeah. After a small moment, the woman finally stepped away with the lick of her lips. She rubbed her finger over her lips as she stepped away from me. I couldn't help but stare blankly at her in surprise and confusion.
Lovely. Now, this is the last time you'll see me. I hope you and your little Suzu have a wonderful life together.
Yeah, okay, bye, whatever. Good riddance. The woman placed the purple pencil into the cleavage of her dress and began to leave the room. I was too stunned to move, but I watched as the woman opened my balcony window, floated up, and dropped from the balcony.
And thus, my price is paid.
Okay, cool. I heard her voice echo in my mind before I heard the snapping of a pencil, breaking my thoughts. What was I thinking about? Oh yes, my life. I let my mind wander to my future before my phone started ringing. I instantly picked it up. Hello?
Hey, can I come over?
Sure. Yeah, sure, what's wrong?
I just need to see you, okay?
Okay. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I grew worried. What was wrong? Did something happen? And my mind began to sort through possibilities that could have occurred with Suzu. Is this shit going down? Is there gonna be some shootout or some shit? What's happening? Soon enough, I heard Suzu's motorcycle pull up to the gate. I rushed to the front doors and opened them to see Suzu looking at me with seriously distressed eyes. Uh-oh. What's wrong, girl?
Tell me you love me.
Yeah, okay, I love you. What, Suzu? What's...
Just tell me.
Yeah, I already said it. Yeah, I love you. Alright, I love you, okay?
You love me?
Yeah, totally. I love you. I love you a lot, okay? Now what's... But before I knew it, Suzu rushed to me and held me tightly. I gasped, but I wrapped my arms around Suzu, trying to comfort her despite my confusion. She obviously needed some love right now. I would get my answers when she was okay. Yeah, what's
I
wrong?
love you too. I never felt like this with anyone.
Aw, you flatter me. Shush, hush, child. It's okay, Suzu, it's okay. I held her close, petting her head gently. When Suzu relaxed in my arms, she looked up at me, tears in her eyes. What's wrong?
My parents want you to come over for dinner.
Oh, that's great! Wait, what?
My parents want to meet you as my girlfriend. They were shocked when they found out you and I were together, and it's really embarrassing. I don't want you to feel pressured, but they're serious. And now that they're connected with the mob, then...
That's fine. I got this, girl. I've been through enough shit. Ain't nobody gonna scare me. Ain't no little mafia mob gonna scare me. Suzu, shush. Just shush. I placed a finger over her lips, making her stare up at me in surprise. I got this. I would love to have dinner with your folks as your girlfriend. I'd do anything for you. Yeah. Suzu smiled widely up at me, more tears falling down her cheeks. She wrapped her arms up under my arms and kissed me lovingly, surprising me. Oh. As soon as she did, though, she pulled away.
I I didn't mean to.
Ah, it's fine. Feeling bold, I grabbed her hand and pulled her back to me, wrapping my arms around her and kissing her with the same amount of love she gave me. She was shocked, but as I felt her relax my arms, she kissed me back. I didn't want to wake up if this was indeed a dream. I felt light as a feather, not wanting to ever let go of this woman in my arms. Yay, there was, it's the same shit. There are no words that could describe the emotion within me. I felt joy, happiness, ecstatic, high all at once. Here I was, holding the woman I wanted to be with like nothing else mattered. Oh. I vowed to cherish her and love her for the remainder of my days and beyond. Oh. And that was my happily ever after. Oh. Suzu's love. F. Oh, we already got the password though. But why is it F though? Demon War? No, yeah. Huh, whatever. Whatever. We got our... Anyways, we completed Suzu's route, which means I get an achievement! Yeah, achievements! Anyways, yeah, so that was Suzu's route. I thought that was pretty cute. I relate to Suzu in a lot of ways. I'm the short kind of person as well. I'm very temperamental and I like to speak my mind, and I also cursed a lot as well. So I relate to her in terms of her boldness and shit like that. But anyways, yeah, that was cute. So we are done Suzu's route, and now we're gonna move on to... We only got 2 more people to romance! Oh my gosh! We got Naomi and we got Diana left, and obviously in those orders, I'm gonna do Naomi first, and then I'm gonna move on to Diana as last, because I still don't like her. I know people would be like, oh, but you know, she doesn't seem all that bad after all the shit that she's done and shit, you know? Like, she was just trying to do what she thought was right. I was like, I don't give a shit, okay? She just bust up in my life, and she was all rude and shit. Be threatening me and stuff, but like seriously, like she just needs to like sit the fuck down. Anyways, I have nothing more to say on that. Yay, we got our achievement, Suzu's love. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, achievement unlocked. We are 2 steps away from actually completing this game officially. Wow, it's gone by pretty fast after the initial start. So yeah, tune into the next episode then, where I will start romancing Naomi's route. So yeah, apologies for this episode if it seems a little cut, like there's too much cutting, and it's like it seemed really short. But seriously though, like guys, watch my first run through of this, because all the choices previously made up until the point of actually getting to the main chunk of romancing Suzu and getting Suzu is just I've made them all before, and it's just gonna be me just breezing through it and just reading it like nothing, because I've already seen it. So yeah, there's nothing more that I can really comment on. It's something I've already seen. So yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time then. Bye.